All right, let's talk about a secret weapon for global business. We're going to dive into how you can get a company up and running in a brand new market and get this in just a matter of hours. So, you're thinking of going global, right? But the thought of all that paperwork, the delays, the bureaucracy, it's exhausting. But what if? What if you could just sidestep all of that and launch your European company like in a single day? Yep, you heard me right. 4 hours. That is literally all it takes to get your company fully registered in Moldova. I mean, when you think about speed to market, this is an absolute game changer. And it doesn't stop with speed. The standard corporate tax rate is just 12%, which is already pretty fantastic. But trust me, it gets even better. Okay, now picture this. What if you could replace all of your corporate taxes, all of your salary taxes, with just one single, predictable 7% tax? For tech companies in Moldova, this isn't some far-off dream. It is the reality. And we're going to get into exactly how that works. So, you ready to see how this is all possible? Here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with the Moldova Advantage, then we'll pick the right company structure for you. I'll walk you through remote registration step by step. We'll tackle the necessary stuff like banking and compliance, and then, the best part, we'll show you how to unlock those incredible special tax regimes. Let's do this. Okay, so first things first, why Moldova? I mean, really, it's about so much more than just those low taxes. There is a huge strategic advantage at play here. This is really where Moldova shines. First, you get tariff-free access to both the EU and the CIS markets. That's a massive gateway for trade. On top of that, the government is just efficient. They have this one-stop shop registration, which means you register your company once and that's it. You're done. No more running around to a dozen different offices, it's all handled. All right, so you see the potential. Now let's talk about the practical side of things. What kind of company are you actually going to set up? You know, for almost every foreign investor, the answer is incredibly simple, an SRL. It's just their version of a limited liability company. It's flexible, it's super easy to manage, and most importantly, it protects your personal assets. It's pretty much tailor-made for startups and small to medium-sized businesses. And look, here's why the SRL is such a no-brainer. It's built for speed and simplicity. The other main option, an SA or joint stock company, that's for massive corporations with way more complex needs. For what we're talking about, the SRL is absolutely the way to go. Okay, now for my favorite part. You can do this entire setup from literally anywhere in the world. And honestly, it's way simpler than you'd think. Here's your 4-step launch plan. Step 1, reserve a company name and get a legal address. Easy enough. Step 2, get an apostilled copy of your passport. Now, don't let that word scare you. An apostille is just an international certification that makes your document legit everywhere. It's a standard thing. Step 3, you grant a power of attorney to a local representative. And finally, step 4, they take your documents and file everything for you. Seriously, that's it. And boom, you are in business. Your company gets its official ID number, all the tax folks are automatically notified, and just like that, congratulations, you now own a European company. Okay, your company officially exists. Now it's time to handle the essentials. You know, the rules of the road. Let's talk about banking and compliance. Opening a bank account is pretty standard. The bank will ask for some basic info to do their Know Your Customer or KYC check. They just need to verify who you are and where your funds are coming from. Look, don't get intimidated by this checklist. It's all very normal procedure. The key is just to be prepared. Part of that process involves declaring the UBO, or Ultimate Beneficial Owner. This is just a fancy way of saying the real person who actually owns or controls the company. It's a standard transparency rule all over the world to help prevent money laundering. So we've covered the basics, we've gotten you registered. Now let's get to the really, really exciting part. This is how you supercharge your business with Moldova's special tax regimes. This is the ultimate payoff. I want you to just imagine for a second, replacing all of your corporate taxes and all of your salary taxes with one simple, predictable number. That's it. One single tax. And here it is. This is the difference. On the left, you've got the normal headache of taxes every business deals with. Corporate tax, Social Security, health insurance, income tax, the list goes on. On the right, one single 7% tax on your total revenue. For IT companies, this makes financial planning unbelievably simple. It's an absolute game changer. So, are you ready to actually make this happen? Let's get down to it. Here is your go-live checklist to turn these plans into real action. Okay, here are your next steps. First, lock in your decision on the SRL structure. Second, get those documents gathered up and ready to go. Third, start talking to a bank early to get the ball rolling on your account. Fourth, just double-check if your specific business needs any special licenses. And fifth, and this is the big one, see if you qualify for that amazing IT park tax regime. So there you have it. A fast, simple, and incredibly tax-efficient way to launch your company right at the gateway to Europe. The only real question left is, what are you going to build?